Okay. He was having some issues. He got a new headphone thing or something for Christmas, and I suspect it's not working yet. So, well, cool. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. How was your New Year's and your holidays, Mitch?
Oh, it was nice and mellow for the most part. My dad had a fall and hurt his ribs, but that's probably the biggest news.
Well,
I've
that's
been
no
making
fun.
some big headway on my painting that I've got a commission on.
Excellent.
So
What is
that's
the topic of your painting?
I work in a very abstract style.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, Robert.
Oh, good. I just bought a new microphone yesterday. So the little red light means it's on, and the little red light when it's off means it's muted. Okay. Now I know.
And you sound fantastic.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You sound really good. Your spouse might just want you to buy one of those and carry it with you all the time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's what happened when I bought my new mic. Laura said, "Oh, you sound much better than usual. You just have to carry that with you everywhere now." I'm like, "Oh." So now she said, "Can you get something that'll make you look better?"
Very fire.
Yeah, I said, "There's not anything that's going to make me look any better other than, a pair of really dark glasses that you wear." So there you have it. Whiskey.
I saw Eric, I saw you posted a review of Napoleon. I haven't looked at it
Oh
yet,
my
so-
gosh. Yeah, you guys have to watch my movie review of Napoleon, except there's a surprise. It's not quite what you're thinking it is. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was so
Why-
disappointed. There was no dancing or.
So
I love the spoof it on the Napoleon Dynamite thing. Those were the best posts on the Wargamer stuff.
Oh yeah.
I've-
No, but this was not Napoleon Dynamite, although it is definitely a spoof. So
I did see on, gosh, I want to say it's like is it Prime? They have Napoleon the series.
yeah, and I'd heard
on-
good things about that Napoleon TV series.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but I think it might be decent.
Yeah, I'd heard some good things about it. I can't remember which actors, but I want to say it maybe had John Malkovich in it or something like that.
There's like two of them, and one of them was better than the other, as I understand it. But yeah, I'll be interested to watch that.
Well, after watching that movie, I invited Ridley Scott to play with us one night. And he said that he only likes to play real, accurate historical simulations like Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, I thought he played Rex 30, but he wouldn't play Premiere.
Oh, there you go. That's probably it. Well, so just so that, the surprise is, of course, that the movie that I'm reviewing is not the most recent one with Ridley Scott. It's in fact one that I had to watch with my children. It's a 1994 movie about a cute little puppy dog named Napoleon, and the title of the movie is Napoleon, and it's this silly sort of thing, but it came out in the wake of the Beethoven series. So you guys might remember Beethoven, the big German, was it St. Bernard?
Yeah,
And there was a
remember
whole
those.
bunch of spin-offs of that. And so this was one where somebody just said, hey, that Beethoven movie made a lot of money. Let's get a cute dog and name it after some famous 19th century person. After Beethoven, who's famous? Napoleon. Good. Let's wait for the money to come in. And it went straight to video. It was terrible. So I reviewed that very quickly. And so that everyone, when I do these videos, it's always interesting to see the comments. And so this one had like 9 or 10 comments within the first few hours that it was posted. And I'm like, I need to do this more often. I don't normally get this many comments on my video, but everyone got a kick out of it. So yeah, you guys can watch it. It's not going to waste as much of your time as the most recent Napoleon may or may not have. So,
and I think and Apple's going to release a 4-hour version in a few months.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours indeed. I don't know that they could salvage it in 4 hours. I'm not sure that it can be done. So, Well, we've got everybody here except Mr. David Plock, who is unable to join us. He was driving back from Ashland this afternoon and apparently ran into traffic or delays or whatnot. And so he texted me, oh gosh, here maybe 15, 20 minutes ago to say that he is not joining us, but to press on in his absence. And so we will allow the allies to have some more time to think about things and move things or do however they want to try to do things. So, Brennan, what would you like to try to do? Have you and David kind of figured out what to do with your command, and then you will handle Dave Plock's command?
I think probably what makes sense is for us to play the first 8 minutes with me doing the right and David Mignoret doing the center. And then after that, we'd probably take another 10 or 10 plus minutes to run David Block left wing, if that's okay.
That sounds perfect. Yeah, more than fair. So, okay, well, cool. As usual with the premier rules, the first question on everyone's mind is, do you have any cavalry charges to declare?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Then we can proceed to timed movement. So Mitch and Brennan, you guys might want to hang out somewhere where you guys can chat. And then David, are you still handling stuff here along this zone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then you and I and Robert can look at stuff here. So just let me know when you want to get going, and I'll make note of the time so we can pay attention to that for what it's worth.
I gotta
Game room 1.
If you want me to.
Yeah, you can hang out with us, Robert, since you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can watch the clock too if you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, David is usually able to get everything done within, just a matter of minutes. So I think, David and I are going to come up with a new rule where however many minutes you don't use, that's increments you can take off of units.
Oh.
I'm not gonna move this turn.
Yeah. Just let's heal 10, 8 increments of something. Yeah. So, all right. Well, David, if you're ready to go, let us know, and then let us know where we're going to start.
Well, okay, you and I then, Eric, will begin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go right here.
Okay.
See the flash?
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move him back.
Cool.
Okay. Going to prolong this artillery here
Mm-hmm.
back,
Okay.
and here is going back.
Okay. So they don't go backwards. So you'd have to turn to about face.
Oh, yeah. Well, then they turn to about face.
Okay. And so when they do that, then I can go ahead and declare an opportunity charge. So I'm going to try to do that. Let me see here. My guy's an 11, so I pass. So there we have that. So we'll go ahead and mark that with a cavalry charge marker.
Okay.
And
Well, is it a charge or
it's an opportunity charge.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Right. So you're still fighting through your front because you are cavalry in column. So you're fine. So, okay, cool. What's next?
Okay, yeah, okay. I see why you did that. All right. I'm going to go over here.
Where is over here? Oh, okay. Yep. I see you.
That. I come down here.
Okay.
And he's going to go here. Now let me straighten out his facing.
He's moving forward. Oh, he's moving into line.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I presume he's going to move into line and then move in there.
Something else will, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think you want him to get shot, per se.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to move him over here. Here.
Okay, I see you.
Um, here. Now flip him.
So, Dave, when he moves into this hex here, I can opportunity
Yeah.
charge him with the heavies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So put him back over here,
Okay.
and we just need to adjust his. All right. I'm going to go ahead and opportunity charge him. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and roll. 22. That's good enough for them. So we're coming in. So he's pinned there. All right. What's next?
I'm down here, Eric.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Where are you at now?
How much time have I got?
Probably about another minute.
hold on a second. Okay. I'm there.
Yeah. So, David, one thing you need to do, and I thought I'd wait until you move some of your stuff around. This guy that we did the opportunity charge, you need to make a morale check for him.
Yeah, we should do that right away.
Yeah. So he's in line, so that's +3, but I'm heavy, so that's -3. He's getting hit in the flank, so that's a -12. So just roll with a -12.
Yep.
He's going to
He's
rout.
forward.
So he loses an increment and he routs.
That happens during the movement phase?
It does, yeah.
Oh.
Mark, I get him enough. Flip it. Oops. There we go. Huh.
I don't think you wanted to put a square marker on him.
Okay.
So it's this guy over here that you already moved back. This guy's okay, David.
Now, how did I move him?
He just got, you must have picked him up accidentally. So this guy's okay.
Yeah.
It's this guy here that it routed.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's
Yeah.
the route markers.
Yep.
There we go.
No.
He-
This guy's
no, he
okay,
didn't
David.
rout.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's okay.
Yeah, you already moved the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guy who routed is the one that's over here.
Yeah.
Okay, flash him for me because I lost him.
This guy here. So you put the hit marker on him, you moved him back, and then you put a square marker on him instead of the route marker. So
Well, he's two-gone disorder now. He's marked appropriately, I think.
yeah, everything's fine. So all right. Anything else to move here before we wrap it up?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and I need to mark this guy as tired.
Is this guy, Eric, quick question.
Yep.
When do I declare if he's going to melee?
You would say that when you do the assault, when you do the melee. So you don't
Okay,
have to
well,
mark
then
it now. It's not a charge. You just throw them
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
So all the stuff on the other side is David plots?
Yeah, I think everything from here over is stuff that's David's, is my understanding. So, all right, well, let's do our fire. We've got some defensive fire from what I can tell. So we've got some defensive fire. And actually, this should not be a French tired marker. It should be a Russian tired marker. Okay. All right. So we've got some shots. So we'll start. We've got these guys here firing here. So that's going to be a 5-1. No pluses.
No.
So 53 at 5-1. We're looking at 2 hits. And make a morale check for them, David. See if they stick around. They do indeed. All right. So they're going to be tired for yet another turn. All right, cool. Then I've got a couple of other people coming in over here, it looks like. Wow, that is a huge stack.
That
Yeah. So I've got
Yeah, it'll be
7
35.
times 4. That's going to be 28 to 6. So that's going to be 4 to 1. And I've got a whole bunch of pluses.
35 increments there. So
Well, but it's just what's in this hex, I guess. So it's going to
okay.
be half of that. So that's going to be what? 17 approximately. So that's going to give me a plus 8. So 4 to 1 with a plus 8. Let's roll a 66 and laugh. 63,
Oh,
close
yeah.
enough. So that's going to be 2 hits on the top unit. And I don't know that you can fail with them.
no, not with that leader there.
Yeah.
Good thing he didn't hit it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was hoping for. Let's see. Do I have anything else that's adjacent? Not with your guys. So I think that takes care of it for defensive fire. So now if you want to do offensive fire, so I don't think these guys can fire because your units are in the way.
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking up here though.
Did you want to square any of those guys? Or I don't know if they're being charged or what's exactly going on.
No, they just moved up.
Okay.
Okay, 4 points will be firing here.
Okay. On which hex?
Oh, it would have to be this
I
one.
mean-
think. I couldn't see you down.
Well, he's down,
Slope.
and so this guy, this part is downslope to that guy. This whole thing is upslope to this guy. So this guy can fire here, right?
Yeah,
1, 2,
that's what
3.
he's gonna
That's
do.
he can fire right down the line there.
But this guy you're saying has no shot because of this. Let me see.
No. So where is he trying to fire?
Right
So
there.
no. So which hex is he firing into? He fires into a hex. So if he fires into this hex,
Yeah,
it's
he's
downslope, and he fires into that hex, it's blocked by the trees that are in front of
blocked
him.
by the tree.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So you got this guy can fire down the line at that
Right.
guy.
This
So you got a 4 to 9.
can fire here. Hold on. You shoot there or here, correct? You could fire here.
But I've got a unit here in theory.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and so the way the slope line is
Yeah.
drawn, yeah, so I think you have to get fire that way.
A unit that was blocked, you can't block from obscured position. I thought that maybe just Greg's 30, but that was a rule that you can't have it both ways. You can't be hidden and block line of sight. You're either out there so you can be seen, or you're hidden and you can't be seen, and so you don't block line of sight.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this guy's blocking line of sight. This guy's got a shot right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll fire with this guy. Damn it. And this guy.
Yeah. So
Good.
this guy, yeah. So you got a line of sight from the guns on the hill to that guy. That's perfect. And then
Okay,
this
so
guy
that-
can fire there.
28, 32,
So he's
32 to
combine
9.
you can't combine them because they're not adjacent and they don't have a leader. So this
Oh,
guy
I
can
thought
fire
they-
there all on his own. So it's going to be
thought they-
28
okay.
to 9. So it's going to be a 3 to 1 shot. $45 at 3 to 1. That's good enough for a hit. Okay. And then this guy can fire 4 to 9 over there, a 1 to 2 shot.
Nope.
And that's a miss.
See what this guy-
Right. And then you've got this gun here.
Now, yeah, he already fired those. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do the one I wanted to, but you can fire here.
Yep. So you're going to have that one is lost in increment. So you got, 22 plus, I don't know what, 14. So you're going to have
That sounds right, yeah.
36 to
It's
6.
3 steps, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 to
Here we
1.
go.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that's enough to eliminate them. Poof. They just
Wow.
cease to exist. It's tough to be a dragoon in this universe.
Yep.
Just a little red smear.
Pretty much. Let me move him here.
Okay.
All right, and we'll put him here to join the other dead dragoons. Oh well, they did their duty for the emperor. All right, so anything else you want to do?
Well, do we?
We've got at least this one. We've got this. It's time for melee combat.
Yeah, I think I will just live with the one you're gonna do. And
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our stats here. So you're going to be 15,
wait a minute.
and I've got, say, 30. I'll just say 32. So it's a 1 to 2 attack.
I can throw him in without any kind of morale check or anything.
Yeah, there's no
so
morale check. There's no for cavalry. There's no pre-melee morale check.
I think it might make sense to do it, so I'm going to throw him in. As
Okay.
well.
So you got 15, and then this guy is another. What's he got left? He's lost 2. He's down, say, 6. So 21, and that's going to be doubled to 42. So 42 plus 15.
Yep.
What are we looking at? We're looking at about 57.
57.
57 divided by 32. So it's 1.5 to 1. No pluses, no minuses.
Okay. Here comes a roll.
51.
51.
That's a good roll. That's 1 for each of us, and then you have to make them, and then I make a morale check. So it's 1
Now,
and
which
1.
one of my guys takes the hit? Whichever one I pick, or
Yeah, I mean you can take the hit on either of them.
okay.
So it's 1 and 1, and let me make my morale check, and I pass. Okay.
And we are
And then
correct.
yep.
Actually, could put zoom in the charts.
Okay. We're both in the
You have
same
to make a
thing.
maps to do that.
Well, you
Oh, really?
can't. Oh yeah, the charts don't always get updated. Okay.
Yeah. I've noticed sometimes that the control, like Control Z or Control X, will not flip the unit around to different facing. Okay. And he is tired as well.
Yep, I just cloned one of the other markers and plunked it on
Yep.
him for you, David.
Okay, now we have the one that's. Hold Okay, we have this one up here.
Where's that?
Let's count it up.
Okay.
Okay, I've got these two. This is probably, I want to see if the 2 losses I took take me below a certain level.
Well, flip them over. I think they're probably worth what, about 3 or 4 per increment?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty impressive stuff.
So what is that?
That's 120. Well, ish.
Yeah, so let's see, 16. So 59 divided by 16. Yeah, so it's almost 4 per each. So we'll say that that's 2 losses, take it down to 51. So you're looking at 110, right? Just with
110.
those two.
You're probably about third 27 or 28.
And let me flip mine and see what I'm at.
And I have what? How much did you say I have? 132?
111.
You've got 111.
Okay.
And then I'm at 28. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to throw this guy here in as well.
Okay. So how much is he worth?
Hmm.
He's
Well,
lost a
taking
3rd.
this. Yeah.
Now that's,
that's
interesting because
easy.
you're fighting. How does that work since you're in 2 hexes here? And he can't attack both sides of your guy. You know what I mean?
He's attacking both hexes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all attacking that one single unit.
Okay, so this combines as to 1 battle.
Yeah, it just would be one melee.
Okay.
So we've got 46. So you got another 30. So that's going to bring it up to 141. So 141 divided by 28 equals.
That's 5
That's
to 1.
5 to 1. Yeah.
I have a quick question. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What is the strength of the Lancer unit, the combat strength?
should
I
get
don't know.
76. Should be 76. Or no, yeah, 76 on the coming
The
out of this
Lancers
one.
were 60.
What is the
Should be
Lancer's
double because he's in line.
total combat strength?
Well, they don't get a lance bonus because they're not charging, right?
In Premier rules, I think they get a lance bonus as long as they're attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're
Total.
attacking, they do. So they would get that. And
That's
so
right.
that would add 16 to it.
Yeah.
It's still
nice.
5 to 1.
Yeah.
The one quick thought is they may achieve 5 to 1 without the blue hussar, which is a minor.
Well, it's yeah, because that would be
So let's see. So
Eleven.
so we're adding another 16. So 127. 127 divided by 28. That's 4.5.
What is the combat strength of the Lancer unit, including its strength plus its 2 hex lance bonus?
We already
76.
said it's
Yeah,
76.
I think it's 92.
Why is it 92?
It's in 2 hexes.
Yeah, so it's 8 plus 8.
Yeah, it has a
I
plus
think
8.
the lance bonus is doubled in line.
I believe it is too.
Well, I don't have any lancers, so I don't know. Where would we find it? Let's see here. Cavalry. Would it be in the charge section?
It's like in the line formation section, maybe.
So going into square wouldn't have helped here.
I can't go into square.
They weren't being charged. Yeah.
Huh. I thought you could go to, okay, all right. Weird. The rate of pace of the horses makes a difference as to whether or not you can execute a move. Yeah, okay.
It's one of those weird things about the premier rules that a lot of us have problems with. Like, if you move in melee something, you can destroy it, but oh yeah, okay. So here I'd found it under cavalry tactical organizations.
Yeah, lance armed cavalry, when in line formation, have their lance bonuses doubled and added to the melee value of each of the unit.
Oh, okay. Well, heck, you should have put them in a 3 hex line. And you didn't need to put this guy here at all.
Yeah.
Because then you could have had this hex, and this hex all with 3. All you need, I think, is 4 increments per hex to get that bonus. And so that would give you then, well, what is it? If it's, so it's going to be, it would be 16 plus 16
48.
plus 16 if it was in 3 hexes like that. Just the lance bonus alone.
That is one wicked unit in the right circumstances.
It with the right rule set.
Yeah.
Well, this evidently is the right rule.
All right, so it's
smells
5 to
bad.
1. So we'll just say
Okay.
so we've got, if that's the case, then it's going to be, we had, well, let's see, we had 111 plus, instead of 16 plus 32 is what you're suggesting, 143 divided by 28. Yep, so it's 5 to 1. Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, the leader gives +6, so
No, the leader adds +4, I think, right?
+4. Oh,
Yeah, his melee
Okay,
bonus,
four.
or his morale bonus was +6.
okay,
Okay.
so here we go.
He gets a +4 per hex.
Oh, look at that,
Oh,
look at that.
nasty. All right.
Yeah.
Well, they surrendered.
Wow, the guards on Napoleon's going to be ticked off.
That happens.
Well, this is a blind squirrel finding a nut.
Oh, that was not a blind squirrel move.
I
Whoops.
can go in here. Yeah, I'm not going to
You have to
go in
advance
with-
into the hexes that were
do
occupied.
everything, or just whatever I choose.
Well, you'd have to go in with the units that you, well, at least with one of them. And it'd
Okay,
have,
that's what I thought.
yeah.
Okay, so now that's 2's got to go with it. Hold on. And now this guy, I flip them and make them all tired.
Correct.
And that's the facing they have to maintain.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That was a good roll, Dave. That was a good action.
The
Very,
roll of
very
the
well
block-
done.
Well, if the action is correct, is a good move, then the dice, who cares if you roll bad?
Oh, yeah. Well, you had a 50-50 chance of getting them to, at least better than 50-50
Wow,
chance to
yeah.
get them to rout.
Okay, I think that's it, Eric.
Okay, cool. All right, are you guys ready for doing stuff over on the other side of the map?
Yep. Where did David Plock's units begin?
Basically from
M.
from here
Okay,
going to the south, I guess.
yeah. From the Yellow Hussar?
Yep.
Okay. All right. David M., are you cool if I move them? It might be
Go ahead,
simpler
go
with one
ahead.
person.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Okay. Let me take a little breath here to 1 minute to just orient, and then like 10 and a bit minutes would be cool if that's all right with y'all.
Yep, that's
I
fine.
gotta change the battery on my mouse anyway.
David, nice roll with that cavalry work there.
Yeah, that
Roll.
was perfect.
That
Rolls
was-
with pure luck.
They just saw all those lances and just that's it.
Yeah,
Well,
and
if,
so
David
there's a couple
plots-
of units that had retreated before combat that have a marker on them, like these guys here and these guys here, or they'd done something, so they can't move this turn.
Already?
Yeah. So just a FYI.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. So Mitch, what happened over on your side of the map? Oh, it looks like they just pulled back more.
Oh, Brennan got lucky with his cannons.
Oh, did he? What did he hit?
He knocked out 2 horses and another step loss for me.
Shocking.
Rolled a 61 and a 55.
Oh, those are good rolls. They've had some good luck.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a whirl here.
Okay, tell us where you want to start.
Let's see. Somewhere down in the south, I guess. This battalion here is going to pull out down to here.
Where are you?
Y'all get to shoot at that.
Where? Oh, this one here. Okay, so I got 7, and let's see, the artillery is 15. That's 22.
And then these guys add in another, probably another
6.
8. Probably got 3 to 1.
8, 15, 27. And they were in, so that's what, 27 to
No, it's
9?
It's 30. So 7 and 8 is 15, plus 15 is 30.
Oh, I thought the artillery was 12. Okay.
Yeah.
30. So that's 30 to
30 to 10, 3 to 1.
10.
With
3
a
to
plus
1
something
shifted.
for your leader. Oh yeah, shifted to 4 to 1.
Shifted to 4 to 1, and was the leader add in anything?
It's Davu. He adds in probably a plus 3, plus 4.
Plus 4. Nice. Okay. Here we go. 24. Not that good.
It's good enough for a hit.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a -6. They're going to disorder. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
I've been playing a lot of Dervelkin the last couple of weeks. I just absolutely love it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what those units even were. Part of the problem is knowing who even exists on your side when you haven't played them.
Yeah. No, I
Exactly.
feel for you.
Yeah, you had to move.
I had
my
to do all
stuff
your
back.
stuff last turn. Yeah.
Okay, here it may get a little more interesting. This unit here is going to trundle up towards Murat.
Okay.
It goes here. Do you wish to opportunity charge?
Not at this point.
Okay. Then he'll go. He'll go here. Okay. Do you wish to opportunity charge now?
Sure. Why not?
All right. All right.
Okay. So we roll the dice.
I have to stand, right? Yeah.
So yeah. So now you go ahead and roll and see if you pass. Yep, you do. So now you have to
stood,
attack
did I?
me.
Yeah. Right. Very good. Okay. This unit here is going to pull back to here.
He can't. He's stuck.
Tell me more.
He can't move
Is he?
from zones of control to other zones of control.
Is that right?
He's surrounded by zones of control. There's a zone of control
I
here.
thought they could. Can you move one hex into one zone of control?
No, because otherwise you just slip around people. See, he's basically trapped there. He'd have to move out. He'd have to leave. So, for example, say this guy here wants to move over here. He could move here where there's no zones of control, and then say this unit wasn't here. Then he can move there and there. But he couldn't go from here to there because he's entering another zone of control. So this guy is basically stuck there. And this guy is stuck. You've got a couple that are kind of hemmed in by enemy zones of influence.
Just for a quick rules check on this edition of the rules, shall we look at page 13 of the rules?
Yeah, that's
on
what I'm
zones of
at right
control?
now.
So what's the question?
Can a unit that starts in a hex in a zone of control move one hex into a different zone of control?
I think cavalry can do that, but not infantry. Though they would take.
It might be under movement rules.
Yeah.
I don't see anything there.
I think the zone of control rule says you have to stop when you enter a zone of control.
Yeah, and cavalry can move through them and take fire.
I also think maybe like in the regs 30, it might say you're not allowed to go from one zone of control to another, but I think in this one you can.
Yeah, I know in 3rd edition and 5th edition, you can't sort of side slip like that. I mean, because it's talking about opportunity fire.
Doesn't say anything. There's nothing in there about movement. It's a weird thing. I'm gonna look at. Hold on, let me search. Zone d'influence.
All right, so if he were to do that, he'd have to about face first, right? because you don't walk backwards in this rule set.
Yep.
And then as soon as he about faces, he's would be stuck with his rear facing these two hexes. And I'd get opportunity fire from this unit and this unit when he leaves. Because I think what you're
they
looking
get,
at is, right, it says, foot artillery and infantry may only exit an enemy zone of influence at the beginning of their movement phase. Right? Is that what you're thinking of here with him being able to move?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he'd have to stop as soon as he enters this zone of influence.
That's right.
Yep. So go ahead and turn him around and put him there if that's what you want to do. No, yeah. So then we would get a shot at him from these two units. So that's going to be, what have we got?
Rather than a out facing, I think he's going to try that. Doesn't.
That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't make
hugely
a,
matter.
yeah.
That's-
So we would get a shot at him.
No
I'm
problem.
going to have 24 to 5 because I'm shooting in on his flank.
Yep.
So I'm going to have a 5-to-1 shot on him. Here we go. 54, that's going to be 2 hits. And he's got to make a morale check. Just barely passed by the skin of his teeth. Oh, no, he's not because he's on a level. So he's got a -4. So he's going to disorder.
Solves his facing issue though.
All right, what's
this unit over here will do the same thing.
All right, so turn him to whichever facing he's going, yeah. All right, so Robert, you've got a whole bunch of defensive fire on him as he goes.
So you just moved him into that hex, right?
Yeah, so he went from there to there.
Okay, so I'd have 3 units. So they're each probably.
Might be 4 units.
You got this guy, and this guy.
Yeah, so that's probably 24.
So this is worth 9, and then you've got another 16, so say 25 to 5. So it's another
They're
5-to-1.
There's each 8, so 24.
No, but this guy is in line. So he's actually,
Oh, he is in line.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to be 25. So it's a 5-to-1.
5-to-1. All right. 20.
That's good enough for a hit.
That's good enough for him.
Hello, gentlemen. Sorry.
Hey, you showed up just in time. We're starting to move your people around.
Oh, great.
I think we should hand over to David at this point.
So-
I have no idea.
So was this guy uninjured? Did you mark him?
Yeah, he's.
I added a hit to it.
Oh, okay.
That's a skill statement lost.
Mr. Plock just got here. Let's drop down into a room for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was interesting. I don't think he can. I can't find any rule about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be like a 3rd edition, 5th edition regs, Marie Louise kind of a thing. So
I will say it was very unsatisfying that you can't form square because they don't charge. That seems like a crazy distinction to me.
yeah.
I mean, that just isn't the same distinction. It's like, oh, their horses moving, we can see, but because they're not
They're just
moving at the right pace, we can't
Yeah.
square. I just don't even, it makes 0 sense to me.
Right.
That might be my least favorite of all the rules. today.
It's certainly so you see what they can do. They just get this huge mass.
I mean, why would you ever charge? Because you could do more damage just melee. And then
you
they
just
can't
get
square.
this
It's like,
huge mass
it's
of
insanity.
cavalry. Yeah. And then they just show up and kind of blow you out of the water.
Yeah, we didn't charge it, but we can actually attack you more effectively if we don't.
Yeah, oh, exactly. It is more effective if they don't. Because you can't react to it. But then again, you don't have any morale checks to make.
Yeah, but that wasn't your issue.
Yeah.
Because if you're squared, he'd be thirded, right?
So if you were squared, yes, he would be thirded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that seems like a real gimmicky way to get around
Right.
the fact that as I understand, the entire Napoleonic Wars, other than one instance, that a cavalry overcame a square.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just turns it into something absurd.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, it's how they have their rules. So, as I say, for the future,
if you're familiar with that system, but man,
for the future, I think, with a
good time.
Yeah, 5th edition and Marie Louise and stuff like that have obviously their quirks and problems.
Sure.
So, but yeah, this is one of the things that I think most people who play those complain about with the Premier is the sort of move and melee concept.
Uh-huh. And because I charge, you can't reaction charge me either. I mean, it subverts everything.
Yes.
I mean, all aspects are subverted.
Yeah.
And he had over, 50 times 16, that's 800. He had, he had well over 1,000 horses in that little tiny space, which makes no sense as well.
Yeah, from a stacking, I mean, they were not quite exceeding stacking because 18 increments is the max per hex. So they were just shy of it. They averaged about 17 per hex.
Yeah. And then how'd you move those, 1,500 horses through there?
Yeah. And yeah.
I just don't think that's at all.
You gotta get some artillery, I guess, to bear on those.
Oh, yeah. There'll be things that we can do. It'll just take a little bit of time. I think the more problematic thing is that by having lost that battalion, that puts the guard on level 1. So that's going to give them some points. So I don't know, like maybe picked up a couple of victory points. I mean, it doesn't affect my rules because the guard they don't care about it until they're on level 2. But they sort of have this, sledgehammer of heavy cavalry or cavalry they can just kind of keep rolling in there and doing unpleasant things with.
But that's really it, that stack. They have some other, most of the other cavalry's taken hits.
Yeah, most of their other stuff that's out on this side has. So they're sending, it looks like they, in Brennan's turn, he was sending stuff over to, from his side of the map towards where David's stuff is.
And because they weren't charging, you couldn't intercept with your cavalry kind of stop this?
I didn't. There
Is,
wasn't really any. I didn't have any cavalry to intercept it anyway. Kind of where I
we
was
had a
at.
311 there. You had that 311 that could have stopped it.
No, because he didn't have a line of sight.
I thought he could see through the skirmishers.
In this rule set, you can't. So
Okay.
yeah,
You
No.
can't see
through
1,200
skirmishers.
horses
Yeah,
past those
yeah.
skirmishers. Make sure we're calling out what this really is what we're saying.
Yeah. So this is
Okay.
one of the reasons why, I mean, as I said, all the rules have their own particular ups and downs and etc.
Yeah.
So this is just one of those peculiarities for whatever it's worth. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm just surprised people put up with it.
Well, there are not a lot of there are some people that play this, but most of the people I think tend to play the other rule sets. I think
I think
the
so,
other
too.
rule sets get played more. But since this is a Marshal Enterprise game and this game was play tested and all the rules and everything else were done with the premier rule sets, it's kind of geared towards that, where you don't have the command control. It's just how much time you have to move and all that jazz. So
Which, as far as I can tell, is absolutely no limitation.
yeah, particularly. So here I'm going to give them a. Hey guys, your time has run out on moving. Were you going to move anymore?
Yeah.
There's more.
Oh, then come on up and move.
Sorry, Eric. We were going to ask David Plock to finish the move. We were
Oh,
briefing him
okay.
on
I
this.
wasn't quite sure what
Yeah,
was
that was
going
to-
on.
Yeah, that was to be inclusive of.
Okay,
David.
cool.
3 people on each side.
Exactly. It's like, well, so you really, yeah, well, so be it. I hate to always be the critic.
I always thought you couldn't move from one zone of influence to another in all of the sets of rules.
Yeah, but just given how unless it's written somewhere else.
I looked into movement special rules. I didn't see anything there.
Yeah, and it's unless it's hidden away somewhere, and because this is one of the other challenges with these rules. There's time that their stuff is printed, and then you find somewhere else where it says it has something, and you're like, why isn't that in this other section? Like the thing with the Lancers being doubled. Why wasn't that in, the section somewhere else where they're talking about Lancers in line, using their bonus and such, and then they don't have it in so it's not all in the one same spot, kind of.
Oh, that is a complaint you can make against Regs 30, is that
Oh yeah.
the critical rules are mysteriously placed in odd sections.
All right. Dave, how far over has been moved here?
So basically, from this point on south, you could basically everything from this line, has moved. So you can maneuver anything on the other side of the map from where you're at.
Okay. And
All
Dave,
this
where are you
stuff over
moving?
here moved.
Yeah, other
Right.
stuff moved.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. What has moved there?
Right. So
That's that unit I was borrowing from you. Do you want it?
So Dave, that is Mr. Mignoret. I
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
think it's fair, since we've done combat and everything else over on
Okay.
your end of the world, to be then taking stuff from the other
Okay.
side. I mean, just
Okay.
yeah,
No
because the results we've already done the results on our side. We've already
Well,
done
that's
fire and
true.
combat.
Yeah, the question whether we should do that though is, but yeah, I agree.
Okay, and all right, because I know it. Okay, has this all been moved?
Yes, that's all
That's all
stuff that's recently moved. Yeah.
All right, and
The left 2 battalions have moved, and the right-hand one has
Could just
not.
put all the pieces back and start over again.
Yeah, we'll take a reroll.
all right, so okay, what's my rules for limbering?
Let me look it up here real quick. So position batteries, or what are they? Light batteries?
Positions, roll of 6, horse
They're the-
batteries, 4, 5, or 6, light batteries.
These are biggies.
So they're
Or
both
no.
light batteries, so you need a
That's a
5
light
or a
battery.
6 for them to limber. And you've got Bucks Hoden there for what it's worth. So pick which ones you want to start rolling for and
Oh, those
roll
are
for
all
one
light
and then
batteries.
move it.
All right, so we'll start top one here.
So
Nope,
they're not
bottom
moving
one.
anywhere.
Bottom
That
one's
one
moved.
limbered. So limber it up and
Right
move it wherever you want it.
3, so these go 6. All right, and 1, 2, 3. It's 2 to limber, right?
2 to limber. So you got 4 movement points left.
Boy, I got so much. All right, and roll this stack here.
And 4, 5, or 6, since you've got a leader there.
So top one. Nope.
Nope.
Bottom one.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So he thinks, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Good job, Dave.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So this guy can't move, right?
He's already
He already
moved.
moved.
Right. How are these two?
Those have not moved
That
yet.
unit, they haven't moved yet.
Okay. Let's. All right. This guy, I'm gonna. All right. 1, 2, 3. Where is he going? He's going over there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. He's there. All right.
Actually
so
built
now-
I built a Vassal module to help me to paint the next painting I'm doing.
All right. So
Sounds
this
cool.
is. All right.
It
so
was,
that's the skirmisher. Oh boy. Disordered. All right. So this disordered, he's going to go back. Oh, that's the one.
He's
that
already
disordered.
moved. Yeah, he just disordered.
Right. So have these moved?
Yeah, it looks like it. They got the little move tag.
Oh, that's because I
I
think
don't
they
think-
moved in the French turn. I don't think they moved this turn.
Yeah, they haven't moved this turn.
Oh. We probably forgot to take those moved off when we started the turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, 4.
That always creates confusion sometimes.
What do I got left here?
David, a pretty good move with the guns that didn't limber, if they can prolong, would be to prolong them forward, those 2 batteries up there.
Right
and-
there. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was
And the leader should not, of course, go with them. He should run away with the runaway battery.
with the other ones. Yeah. Okay. Boom. That's what I was there. All right. That's there. So that's all gonna. Whatever we got left here. All right. And this disordered one, he's going to go.
Oh, he's already moved. He
Well,
was
it's
here. He was here. He got
Oh.
hit and he
Yeah, we
disordered.
did
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
he's all moved.
So these guys haven't moved. These guys haven't moved, and then these 2 units
These-
here.
And these
Correct.
and these, right?
Those have moved. If
Those
they've got the little
yeah.
black moved tag on them, they've moved.
They moved?
Yeah,
When
Brennan,
They did
Yep.
Brennan moved those.
Brennan
Okay.
moved them.
All right. All right. So, um, this one's gonna move back.
Right. So
here.
about face him. So that's one to about face and then one to move away. So that's 2 movement points.
And you take a shot.
So take a shot, Rob. You've got an 8 to 9
8 to 9. Oh, against
against the guy that just pulled out. Nope.
No.
So I'm at 2 there.
You got 3 movement points left. There's 3.
And we'll put him there.
Is he in column there or?
Yep.
He's still got 2 movement points left, though, right?
Well, he spent 1 changing
Okay.
into column and 1
Oh yeah.
changing his effacement. So he's used up all his movement.
Okay.
That. And this. Okay. Down to this guy here. 1, 2, 3. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, has this moved?
No.
No.
And we want him up over there. And has this moved?
Nope.
And has this moved?
Nope.
That's the one I wanted to steal, but Eric caught me. Wasn't trying to cheat, Eric.
I know, David. I know. It's kind of like one of those hindsight things. Would you have stolen it otherwise?
I'd have to obtain absolution if I did that.
Good Catholic that you are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What are you willing to pay?
7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
This is the age of, close to the age of indulgences.
There you go.
And there.
Maybe those were over by now.
And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these guns, Brennan, any idea?
He's moved them.
Oh, he's already moved? Okay.
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, they're David. I'll tell you later. Their plan. They're backing up the cavalry group that's building up for the.
Right. Okay. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And what else we got here? Okay. All right. Have I missed anything, Brennan?
Yes, there are 2 gun batteries that didn't yet try to limber.
Oh, these here.
Yep.
All right, so let's try and we'll see. Top one. Nope. Bottom one. Nope. So they're just
Okay, so they can maybe they fight from where they are, probably, whatever. And then you have a few more infantry units like this one and
The one
who
just
might
above it.
want to, yeah, this guy's in a zone. Like you might want to try to do something with them, maybe to protect the flank of that gun or something.
Okay. Which one? Okay, so this hasn't moved, this hasn't moved, and this hasn't moved?
Correct.
What we got in there? Three. So he can come down here and this one actually I'm gonna bring there. All right, so that should be everything. If what it's worth.
Okay, cool. So it's time for defensive fire. Let's see, Robert, you've got some defensive fire from the looks of it.
Yeah, so I got the stack here. That will be 8 to 6. On them.
Nope.
44. No, that's short. And then these guys, they have 3 increments left, so it'll be 9.
9 to 5. You're firing in on their
Because
flank.
their flank, 9 to 5, yeah.
No, that's still not good enough. I don't think so.
No, I would need 2 to 1.
Yeah.
I would need 1 more point.
Yep.
more. All right.
All right,
it.
I've got defensive fire then. These guys up here can take a shot at this guy here. So I'm going to have 4 to 1 on them. And that's a miss, surprisingly. Well, actually, is it? Let's see. They've got 11 increments, so it's +2. So that makes it 13. They just lost 1 increment. So they're up to 4 hits, and they're going to continue to be exhausted.
They don't make a morale check?
They do make a morale check, yeah. So make a morale check, 35, and they probably pass.
Yeah, 25. So unless there's a +6 going on there, okay.
They're not part of they're not part of one of the groups there, but their recovery's been delayed by another turn. So, all right. Let's see, where else have I got people? Oh, I got somebody over here. So this chap here will take a shot there. So that's going to be 9 + 4. That's going to be 13. 13 to 9. So that's going to be 1.5 to 1. 55. That's good enough for a hit. And no morale check. All right, and then over here I got a shot on that chap. So that's going to be a 1-to-1 shot here. And that's a hit on them. And no morale check since they are grenadiers. But there's not much left of them. All right. I think that's it as far as defensive fire goes. We don't have anything else that's adjacent that I can tell. All right, so time for you guys to fire back.
All right. Let's take a shot with these guns that didn't limber up. So we're shooting at that right there. 1424 to 9.
Yep, it should be 3-1.
3-1. Yep. Ooh,
That's good
probably
enough for 2 hits. Boom, boom.
2 hits, right? 6, yeah.
Yep. And they're going to consolidate into 1 hex. So they would consolidate into that hex, Robert.
Why is that?
Because they've only got 3 increments left.
Oh, okay. Oh, did they already have some hits?
I thought they already had a hit or 2 on them.
Yeah,
they already had
two
one.
hits on it. No, there was 2 on it. Oh,
So it's set to 4.
So they're up to 4, yeah.
I didn't see that. Let me delete that one. And increase that one. 3, 4.
And then make a morale check and see if they stick around. 35 becomes a 25 because they're half dead. So they're probably going to disorder.
25.
Yep.
Alrighty.
All right.
and I guess this guy will shoot on that. 3, and I think there's 6, right? On 6.
Well, I don't think your fire value is 6, right?
the
Because he's
fire-
in
fire-
column. So whatever his
Oh,
printed
he's in
value
column.
is.
Oh, I was thinking he was in line there, right?
Yeah.
So he's so 1 to 2. Boom. No. And then these guns be firing on here, or what do we got here?
You've got
They also
48.
get-
That's
They
mine.
also get the infantry that's next to them.
Yeah. So you're going to have 48 plus another 8 points. So you'll have 56 to 9.
5 to
And
1
the shifted for Canada canister. Also.
So it's 7 to 1.
7 to 1.
52. That's enough for 2 hits.
2 hits. Nope, they're still alive. So.
They are. Surprisingly. Make a morale check with a -6.
-6.
Wouldn't it be even more than that?
Oh, they're
Because they
So if they're half dead, it's a -6 for
Six.
the.
and they took more than half of his in one.
That's a different rule set.
A different rule set.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then
We've
apply
been
this.
we've been battling the battle of the different rule sets all night long. We're like, can you
Oh,
do
for
this?
months.
What's that? Yeah.
For months, Eric.
just combine them all together into one.
There you
Choose which
go.
rules you like best.
All right. What else is going on here? Now, is there an assault going on here? What's this?
So I did an opportunity charge on this guy for whatever reason. Brendan moved him forward, so I opportunity charged him, which means you have to now assault my cavalry during the melee phase.
All right, so he has to fire on him too, then, right?
Yes.
All right. So these get. What do the grenadiers fire at 3?
Grenadiers are at 3. The Grenzers, I don't know what they're. No, you don't
They're
have
at 2.
Grenzers. I've been playing so much Egmont. The
Jaegers.
Argerskis are ×2. So you'll have
Right.
8 plus
3 times
8 plus
12,
12. Yeah. So you'll have
20.
20 to 6. So you'll have 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
And that's a miss.
Some figures.
It's basically an attempt to draw the cavalry and exhaust it so it doesn't charge or do stuff later on the router guy.
Right.
That was the thought there.
And now do we, okay, so I keep firing right now. So this will be firing on that.
Yep. So it's a 1 to, it's
2,
actually
4.
1 to 1.5. It's 8 to 9. No.
No, that didn't do anything. That this one
And that one's going to be a 9 to 9, a 1 to 1.
Yeah.
That's good enough for a hit. And let's go ahead and bump that up. Let me make a round check for them. Yeah, they're happy. All right, that should take care of all the firing.
So now we finish this melee.
Yep, we've got the melee there. So this guy's attacking across the. I don't know who all's involved in the melee. Whether this guy is
that unit's not that unit generally wasn't planning to attack.
Okay.
It's really the grenadier.
So then you're probably at a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 1. Let me take a look and see what my guy is worth over here. Well, that's what he's worth. So I've got 5 times 4. I've got 20. They're halved because they're tired. So I've got 10. What have you got?
And they're 15.
Yeah, but they've lost in increments. So they're
Oh,
going to be like 12 or something. So it's a 1 to 1 with a minus 12.
Well, gee. Yeah. Sorry. Let's see what. That's not.
So
gonna
that's
do
going to
very
be
much.
an AD. So attacker disorders. So you're going to lose an increment and disorder away.
Great.
All right. So, Brennan, just out of curiosity, do I advance into that hex or not? I don't think I do, but it was
probably
a
not.
opportunity
I
charge.
have no opinion on that.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. I think it's just a regular. I'd only advance in it if I were the attacker. So, okay, cool.
Generally, probably right. Yep.
Yep. All right. So now it's time for the 5 gazillion recovery rolls everyone's got to make. So Brennan, David didn't roll for any recoveries when we were doing our turn. Had you already rolled for recoveries or not?
No, we didn't roll for anything.
Okay. So why don't we start on your side of the map and work our way to the south.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the Austrians up here.
I think they're going to be
That's
happy.
Yep. Now we're down here.
Okay.
That's probably no.
With a minus
And
12, it's definitely a no.
Yeah, and let's see how far away they may be out of range of the route chase 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah, I think they're out of range of enemy units. Maybe not 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, they still have to move. They would stop when they get to the woods
That's
or a
right.
village.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
Right. So the
Yeah,
marsh
they'll
is just clear.
That's right. Yeah. They're going movement allowance, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
just regular movement allowance.
Okay, now we got this unit here. A failed, it
No.
goes here. We're actually into other people's territory at this point.
Okay, so let's move over a little bit further. So we're over here with these guys, I guess. They've got a
So
minus
guys-
12. So we're doing all the routed guys first. And then we'll roll for all the disordered people next. So, Mr. Minuet, I think this is one of your
I
guys
will
here.
roll that. Yep.
Oh, they're happy.
Did you roll for the cavalry with bagration way at the bottom?
No.
Oh, these guys down here? Yeah, why don't you go
Yeah.
ahead and do that? There's a bunch of people down there. Cossacks by the road to Austerlitz. So just go ahead. Somebody roll the dice.
Here they go.
51. That's probably good enough because Bagration probably offsets the, right? He's a +6, -6, and the Cossacks usually are a,
Unruly bunch.
yeah. So they're just going to be exhausted. Okay. I've got a marker for him. All right. Who's next? So now we're over here, I think.
Yep.
Oh, and so
Good.
David, this guy needs to be in column. Pick which way you want him to face.
Okay.
The one that just recovered.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
not
put it in
assaulting.
Not
Oh.
yet. Not yet.
dealing with
Give
that
him
marker.
time.
Actually, I'll pop that on. Having a terrible time with this mouse. It's comical. Somebody do it for me.
All
All
right.
right, we got
We'll spend the night doing this. I got to figure out what's going on with this mouse.
and there was an extra one there I was trying to get rid of. Okay. And he was right here.
Yeah, I think
And
he
which way do you want to
screwed
point him? This way?
That's fine.
Okay. Or do we want to point him actually? That should be good.
I think that's fine. Okay, now we have this one.
Okay.
32.
32 is going to be a 22. No, he's going to keep routing.
Okay, back. This isn't a case where he goes into the non-clear terrain.
You'd probably move him over this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. But he can't go into the non-clear
No,
terrain.
he wouldn't because
itself.
it's too expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this one.
Yep. 41. No,
Close.
they're Cossacks. They're
Why has he
that's
got
going to be a.
two different?
He should have 3 hits on him
Yeah.
instead of.
Here, I'll fix them. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and move him another 16, I guess.
Yeah, that would be it.
Mm-hmm.
3.
So he'd go over this way towards
can
hold
move
you
around.
bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he'd be over here in this part of the world.
That would seem to be reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have this one.
Yep.
Let's see what we get. 32. No.
Well, let's
Don't
see.
think that's gonna do it.
He's stacked with. He's stacked
Alexander,
with the
so
Tsar. So
possible.
he's got a -6, but what's the Tsar add in? The Tsar adds in 9.
like
So it's going to be a
9 or something.
+3. So it's going to be a 35. He should recover.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, because he's not half dead.
Yeah, go ahead and adjust him.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got these guys here. So they're going to be. Oh, they should be stacked together. We should
Well, I
have.
thought
We should have them split. Right. Yeah, because you don't stack routed units or disordered units with each other.
knows how it ended up like that. Okay, you ready for a roll?
Yep. So roll for
31.
31. He's got Kutuzov there, but he's got a -6. So what does Kutuzov add in? Whoops. Adds, and so he's got then he'll be a 26. He's got a -1 altogether. So what is he? Oh, he's a 31. Yeah, so he's going to keep routing. All right, so go ahead and move him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to be over here if we're
Yep.
moving that same general direction.
Okay, we have this one.
Okay, got a -12.
Nope.
Nope, they're going to keep running. And they'll just end up right next to the other guy, yeah.
And we got this one.
Yep. -10. Yep, he's going to
33
keep
won't do
running.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got this one.
Oh, nope, you've got
Well,
this one
okay,
here
so-
actually first.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
one first.
yeah. Then we're into David's area.
Now, I'm confused because
Nope,
it looks like there's
16.
no.
16 won't do it.
Yeah. So there's actually 2 units stacked here.
That's a leader with the.
No, it's not a
Cavalry.
leader, it's a skirmish unit.
Where are we? Okay.
Right here. So this is so you put multiple units that were routed on top of each other, David. So this nope. Let's clone it. There you go. All right, so this guy fails. So let's go ahead and move him back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So go ahead and move that one first.
All right.
All right, then go ahead and roll for that one. And he's going to be a 26. And he is, why is it not doing it? He's a 24, right? So he's going to recover.
Goes in the column.
Yep, and I'll just turn him slightly that way. Okay, cool. All right, I think we're on to David Mignoret's units now.
Or
You
Mr.
mean
Plot.
David Plotz.
Oh, yes, Mr. Plock's units. Okay,
All right.
so
So let's start with this here. And
got a -12.
I'm sure that's not enough for anything there.
Oh, actually, wait, you rolled a 36. This guy's on a level. FA is on a level, so it's another -4, so it'd be a -10. So he would actually continue his route.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I forgot that we've got some people that are on levels. So, yeah, just go ahead and move him.
Okay.
All right. So, David, go ahead and move your guy there.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's going to take the least expensive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here.
Yep, he's got a -12 at least. Yep, he's going to keep running.
3, 5, 7. And this guy here. Continue. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. And this one here. That one maybe.
52 minus 12, that's going to be a 32. I don't know what his...
The 32.
He's a 32.
and
He's going to keep
He
routing.
might be one of the ones that are
He's not on a level yet. I don't think he is.
7.
Because he was from a different... He was from that Southern Command that hadn't gotten really badly mauled yet.
Okay. This one here. He- Okay, so he's just. He just -6.
Right.
on.
And then plus
the whole-
something for the leader.
Yeah, flip the whole stack. Dang it. All right. +2 for the leader. He's
So it's a minus
24.
4. Yeah, so he's going to recover.
So he's just exhausted now, right?
Correct. Here, I'll clone a unit, a marker
Alright.
for him. There we go.
All right. Great, that guy's all right. This one there.
It's going to be a 23. He's going to keep running.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because he's one of the
Yep.
one that's on a level as well. So he's actually a minus 10.
This guy here. 41. What's he got?
He's IN.
At 32. He's at least 12, so. No, he's
Yeah,
not going to
no,
make it.
he's-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this guy here. Definitely not going to make it.
Yeah.
2, 3, 7. Is that it for routed?
I think
wasn't
so.
a very good that wasn't a very good recovery phase.
All right, let's work on disordered. Let's start on the same end of the map that we're at right now, and then we'll work our way
Back
across.
the other way.
Yep.
All right. We got the disorder with the right here.
Okay.
Uh,
You're going to have a
for-
minus 9.
Let's see.
Nope,
no.
he's going to route.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll try this guy here. Nope.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try this guy here.
That should be good.
You got a leader there.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So that
let's
becomes a
see.
32. Yeah, so it's a... They're going to recover.
Delete it, and let's see. We'll put out
Which, yeah.
that move both. Yes, that move
Yep.
both. And
You've got a
Uh,
person up here.
yep. Let me. Let's see.
And they're on a level, so
well-
they're going to have a minus 10. I mean, a minus 7. Which ones are you rolling for, Dave? Are you back down south?
I'm actually gonna roll for this one next.
Oh, okay. So they've got a minus 7. So 43, that's going to be a 32.
31.
Yep.
All right. I guess I should roll for.
And there's one here.
Yeah.
And they're -6 for being half dead, -4 for being on a level, and then another. So they got a -13 plus whatever their leader adds in.
Which one are we talking about?
This one here.
Okay.
So I doubt, I mean, unless your leader is some sort of demigod. No, he's not. So they got a -10. So that's going to bring him down below 25. So they're going to rout.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I guess I should do these two down here in the trees.
Yeah, probably.
Let's try this one first.
Yeah, that's
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The other one. 41.
41. He's, oh, you've got them stacked on each other. They shouldn't have been stacked. So one of them is a 41, half dead. So it's going to be a -9. So
Well, they were just disordered. Why?
They shouldn't be stacked together. So when Brendan was moving them back, he must have put one on top of one that was already disordered. So they weren't together when they disordered.
I probably wasn't paying careful attention. So.
Yeah.
Are you sure they weren't together when they disordered?
If they were, they'd only have one marker on them.
It could be if I was holding the stack, if I'd selected the stack and hit Control O, it might have put disorder markers on both of them. Hard to know.
Well, they disordered last time we played.
Yeah, it's most likely that they were already stacked or that I stacked them up by mistake.
So it's a 24. So are they?
Just from judging what those units were, I think they were stacked together when they disordered.
Okay, so let's take a look.
Right.
The top unit has a -9. So I don't know what its morale is. So if they were stacked together, the top unit's probably going to fail. What's its?
And if
Yeah,
is there
25. Yeah, it's a
cumulative
24.
fail?
So the top unit fails, and
Doesn't that
then
trigger? Does that automatically everybody fails?
well, this is why generally speaking we don't stack them together. We try to
Right.
split them up.
I
So
mean, the rules that I usually play, there's a penalty for a unit failing that's on top.
yeah,
I think I think they all fail, right?
well, the top unit definitely fails because it's got a -9. So it's going to rout. So then you just roll then for the bottom unit and see if it passes.
Does that routing unit stack with a disordered unit cause a situation which is a morale
So
check?
then you've got a 31
Well,
-3
they-
is going to be a 24. So I don't know what the bottom unit is.
It's basically the same.
Yeah. So then just go ahead and put them in different hexes so that they're
I
not.
will. Well,
yeah, for future reference.
And I'm running out of hexes where they can go.
Welcome to Austerlitz.
Just get them on the lake, and we'll take care of them.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we need the lake. That's what we're missing.
Have to write some
The
new
swamp
rules.
is playing that role.
Yeah.
I was looking. The swamp.
Well, you
isn't
know what
this-
I think happened with that attack of the cavalry on the guard? the guard was secretly standing, unbeknownst to them, on a lake,
Six.
Yeah.
and they
There you
fell
go.
into the lake. That's what happened to them. At least that's the story that Napoleon's going to tell everybody. He's not going to say that they surrendered. He's going to say that the lake opened up underneath them and swallowed them.
Don't want to put them on it. So I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and at this point I got to go either over somebody or
Yep, pretty much.
Go north and through the routed guy, or south through the routed guy.
I was gonna go
Don't go
south
through
for the
the-
routed guy.
Yeah, don't go through the emperor.
Actually, which this? Yeah, I'm gonna go north and do it. Yeah. All right. So he ends up the same. So he displaces one more, right? And the other
No,
one
because
just
it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That would get him over here. Yeah.
well, they start in the same hex. So
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is where they would have ended up. I'm not sure how you're getting to.
well, where were they stacked? They were in this hex here, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, 4,
6,
okay.
7.
Yeah. they
So
could
the
go
other
there.
guy should be over here too,
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I can.
or
I
he
can
could be here, whichever way he's got
Yeah,
one hex more he could go.
That's good that way.
Okay.
All right.
All right, moving
disordered.
north.
Yes.
We got more people up here. This guy's going to be a -7. So he's going to
Boy,
route.
I can't roll my way up. Have I had one? I might have had one roll, above 40,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Just that random number generator.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's routed. And I should have done those first. Jeez, and you picked that one, Eric.
Which one?
All right. I'm going to do this one.
Okay. So let's see. Who's he with? He's RY. So he's on a level. So he's got a -4. And then, with a roll like that. Yep. So pick which way he's facing in column.
Go that way. Let's do this one. Boom. He's routes.
Yeah. The Azov Battalion.
1. Let's see, where can I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Help if I bring the unit with me. And this one. All right, we got.
There's a whole stack there.
Yeah.
So they're on a level, so they're going to have so just go ahead and roll. If it's high enough, we won't have to worry about it. No. So they got a -7 at least, and then the lower unit's got an even bigger minus for being half dead. So they're all going to route. And so split them up, Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really very interesting, we can see from the game why Soul's Fourth Corps was such a steamroller historically.
Yeah.
Like it's actually achieving the same results in this game that pretty much they did historically. It's just happening in a different part of the battlefield.
And this has the order.
And we can see that the Allied army in the game, even as played, it's pretty susceptible to a mass rout one way or the other.
Which way to? Oh man.
Yeah.
1, 6. No. Can he go this way?
No, I mean he's gonna be moving kind of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can just put him right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just put him right there. He moves over the top of the other guy. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's straight back. That's bar, baby.
Bar baby.
We've been playing Battles of the Age of Reason. And while their retreat rules are a little bit more straightforward, we still had arguments about them.
All right.
You got one more over here, I think. And then Brennan's got one up by Krug from the looks of it.
Probably Dave's. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so they're going to bug out.
Yeah. One did I just flip over?
So it was this guy right here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could park him right there.
Brennan, I hope you roll better than I did. 'Cause
I already rolled and I failed.
Oh, okay.
He ended up down near Holibeth.
All right. So I guess we're done, huh?
Yeah, that was all of the rolling. And Brennan, you already took any markers off of anybody that was tired or exhausted. So this guy here.
There's one over here.
But he's French.
Yeah.
This happened during, we charged him during the French phase, and he reaction charged during the French phase. Yeah. So he'll be better, provided nothing unpleasant happens between now and then. So.
What about Eric? What about this one here?
That guy got shot, remember? So every time he
yeah.
gets shot, we just keep pushing back his recovery phase. These guys were all ones. This is all the combat that happened this turn, right? Remember?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess this shows a tendency the routing troops would have to follow each other into an area.
Well, and part of it is because you guys are kind of getting squeezed, given that we've got, cavalry down on this end of the battlefield, kind of, I guess, to the east of you. We've got our troops to the west of you and to the south. So heading north is like your only direction that you could kind of go that would be, in theory, safe at this point.
Yeah. Depending on the game, some rule sets are more generous in terms of what they permit for routing away.
Right.
I have often thought it was a little bit weird that you would be concerned about units you can't see.
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea is that you're, generally speaking, moving away from the enemy, as
I
opposed
agree.
to,
Yeah,
I
I would definitely support that concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also can certainly hear. They can hear them because that's where the firing is coming from.
Yeah, that's if they haven't already had their hearing lost from all the musketry and cannons that happened earlier.
God, what would this battlefield sound like? That's crazy,
It would
wouldn't
be. I mean, that was one of the things that I did like about the Napoleon movie was we saw it there in like a really nice theater with really good sound quality and everything. So the combat scenes, even were you definitely felt like there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of chaos. I think the attack on the bastion or the fort at Toulon was probably the best the best one that they had.
Yes.
As far as the sort of the historic flavor of it, that seemed
Love the
much more
sappers.
include.
Yeah, that was cool. They had appropriate uniforms for them.
Yeah, and so I think that one was one of the best ones that was done in
They
the
needed Oliver
program.
Stone. They needed Oliver Stone to do the movie.
Oh, let's see. Nordic Maelstrom is watching. He says, I used to do American War of Independence reenacting, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, once the cannons start firing and muskets start going off, you cannot hear anything. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. And you know, if you're in the front rank and there's the other rank behind you firing, you've got the sound of their musket going off right by your ear. And so that was, you know.
And what do you have? A little cotton in your ear, maybe? At
Oh,
best?
I mean, if you're lucky, you do. But then how can you hear orders given or anything else? So.
True.
All right. Well, good, gentlemen. We spent about 2 hours on this. So altogether, good. I mean, you had your attack on the guard was super successful. That was a great move. And then of everything else, it's just a matter of, you know, how do you put together a line when now we've got the fourth Souls Corps coming in. So that's going to be a little bit of a mess. As I recall, I think given the size of the guard, that puts us on a level. So that should give you guys some victory points. And then we'll have to take a look and see. I'll take a look at the situation with all these Russians. I'm pretty sure that the avant-garde division is on a level, and we've probably got some of the other divisions on a level now too. So I can kind of take a look at the numbers between now and next week, and you guys can take a look at it too and see where everybody's at. It doesn't look like the Austrians are on a level, right? They just got the one unit that's routed.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, I think they need 3 to be on a level. So I think they're good for the moment. So yeah, it's mostly the Russians that are suffering. So, all right. Well, cool. Very good, gentlemen.
Sorry I was late. I forgot all about it initially, and I had a big keto thing this afternoon. And then unbeknownst to me, they were having a big get-together potluck thing and whatever. And then I get in the car and realize, oh, I'm supposed to be online. So sorry I was late.
Well, that's all right. I'm glad that you were able to join us, even for a little bit.
The whole thing is very dramatic, which is cool, and I think it's great. I mean, basically, the way that we timed the turn, it actually gave David Plaka an opportunity to arrive and participate. So that was fun.
Yeah, no, that was good in that regard. So, okay, well, so next week, I don't know that we'll be able to play because Robert and I are engaged, and I don't know that, Robert, I don't know that you're going to be
When
home.
are you getting
We got
married?
engaged.
We are engaged. Didn't you guys know that? No, we're
When are you
engaged
getting
in another
married?
activity. Robert and I got married how long ago, Robert? We have been best friends for like 500 years, so since high school. So that was, what, 1984?
Wow.
Oh,
So, yeah, we're coming up on 40 years. No, we've been friends we graduated in 84. We've been friends since 1980. Sheesh.
Yeah, I think we met
Yeah.
either the first or second year of high school
Yeah, with the War Game Club.
with the War Game Club
Yeah.
and the chess club.
And the chess club. Yep. So, yeah, so friends for over 40 years now. So, not bad.
Very cool.
And you'd think we'd be better players by now, you know?
Well, you're both very good.
Well, it was definitely the era of squad leader.
You know, did we ever play Squad Leader? I think we may have played it once or twice. I think Cy Berger had Squad Leader.
I had it. I bought it. I
That
remember
was our go-to game for the late 70s, early 80s. That was it.
Squad Leader, and we also had the second one, Cross of Iron.
Cross of Iron is when it got really good.
Well, the ASL players are so intense. They have a convention every year in Northern Ohio,
Right.
and I went to it one year. And when you go into the ballroom that they were in, there was probably 45, 50, 60 games going on. You could
Wow.
hear a pin drop. No conversation, no trash talking, all intensity. It was amazing.
It was one of my favorite experiences as a gamer, for sure, playing that series of games.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and what was the precursor to those?
Panzer Blitz,
Panzer Blitz, right?
Panzer Blitz and
Panzer Leader, Panzer Blitz. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep. I remember
Those were
those.
the two that
Oh,
I
right.
played with my roommate in college. So we did those two. We never did.
Since Squad Leader come out, we just never even touched on it. And I hear Arab-Israeli Wars. That's pretty good too.
Yeah,
Well, that may be a different scale.
it is.
It's actually the same scale, but it's many years later. So it has attack helicopters. And in Panzer Blitz and Panzer Leader, like the infantry has a very hard time against tanks. But in the Arab-Israeli wars, to everybody's surprise, the little infantry units have ATGMs and RPGs and stuff, and they have wicked close-range anti-tank.
Is it the same scale though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same scale, and it has like M60s and M48s and stuff. And on the Russian side, it's more like T55s and
Interesting.
Hey, is there
All right.
somewhere on Vassal that shows you all the keyboard combinations?
Well, actually, for what? For moving your units around?
Yeah, like just knowing that click alt signals something or the different key things.
There probably is. I mean, if you just right click on your unit and then you look at what it is, so where the
It has
command
in
is, you
my-
see Control X, Control Z for rotating clockwise, counterclockwise.
I was just wondering if there was like one general keycap list or something. I
No,
guess
because
there isn't.
the specific keys are programmed per game.
I think in the edit mode, there's a place you can go and you can look at all the commands in the game.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it works, but I'm pretty certain in these later versions of Vassal, in the edit mode, you can go in and look at all the various commands that are being used.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Well, we've got a lot of folks watching. We had Mark from Lodi watching. Of course, William RNs from Kitchener, Ontario. Hex to Hex, so Jeff, Nordic Maelstrom, yep. Wardrobe Plays World War II. Seeing you on the first day of the year. Great start to the year. Indeed, this was a great start to the year. Squad Leader, Jason Henkel says, Squad Leader was my first war game after Tactics 2. I adore the stories that it generated for us. You're taking all the games that I grew up on, or you're talking about all the games I grew up on. Yeah, we must all be from a similar generation, Jason, where we're playing all that stuff. And Steve O says, me too. So yep, that's certainly the case. That was.
Yeah, I graduated '85, so I'm right with you guys.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're not much. You're just a smidge younger than us.
Just
Or
a
you could say that you were a child prodigy, and that you graduated 10 years earlier, and that would make you much younger. So that's good.
I'm
And
not so often the youngest guy in the room.
no, yeah. I
Anymore.
mean, in this case, I think you probably are.
Just
I'm
ever
not
so
sure.
slightly.
I'm not sure how old Brennan is. What year did you graduate from high school, Brennan?
High school, Brennan.
86.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
well,
1,
guess
2,
what?
3.
He is the youngest guy in the room. So, Mitch, you're not the youngest.
Oh, I love it.
I think Brennan beats you by a year from the sounds of it. So,
Mhm.
yeah, we're not going to ask David Mignoret when he graduated. So,
But
did they
you
have
did.
high school back then, David?
They did indeed. 1968, a big year.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
68.
And that's the same year for me.
Ah, okay.
So the Davids are at 68.
There you go. There are septuagenarians there. So, all right.
Still working on that mastery of thumb and forefinger too.
Well, then you get some bonus points for getting online and doing this.
There you go.
And embracing technology. That's awesome.
I can't make my mouse work.
Well,
Buy an
it's-
app, it'll work.
there you go. There you go. Well, gentlemen, this was a lot of fun. As I said, Robert
see
and
if
I
you
are
wait.
actually planning on getting together to play, but I don't know that we'll be able to. I don't think you're going to be home in time, Robert, to
No,
play on
probably.
Vassal. So, and I don't know that you want to stay at my house, and because then we'd be done and you'd have to be driving home rather late. So I don't know. So probably in all likelihood, we'll get together the week after next for our next session, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, that would be best. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be I think the 14th or it'd be the
Right.
15th. So that's Martin Luther King holiday. So no better way to celebrate MLK holiday than playing the Battle of Austerlitz.
It is in a good way.
You'll have to find some kind of link between the two.
Well, I mean, we are trying to overthrow the regime, the ancient regime. We are the forces of liberty and the Enlightenment. So, I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't matter that Napoleon's an emperor. I mean, we'll kind of overlook that, won't we?
Are we using a nonviolent strategies though?
Most of the time, yes, we are using a nonviolent strategy.
Well,
So,
about 2 weeks. I'll see you then.
yeah, all right. Take care, Mitch.
all
Be
right.
well, everybody.
Everybody
right.
have a great
Bye.
24.
Yeah, happy New Year
Happy
to
New Year.
everybody.